really excited about the group. It's been challenging to say the least. We've played 7 games, and I can honestly say that I think all 7 of the teams we've played will be competing for their conference championships at the end of the year. I would venture to say that 4 or 5 of them will be in the NCAA tournament. So the goal was to make a challenging schedule. We did that. We went out and played the best. There's not a game in that 7 that we couldn't have won, and there's probably a few of them we should have. We've had a couple bad breaks, unfortunately, but it goes with the territory. But I feel really good about the team. I really do, and I think this group has probably played its best basketball for me as opposed to any other year, to be honest with you. I think these guys are a little bit ahead of everybody. Unfortunately, it doesn't show it in the record, but what it does do is give me great optimism going forward till next semester. The leadership has been great. I think Connor, Nan, and Alden have been great, and their development as leaders, and I think everyone else has kind of developed individually as well. We have a really good unit. We have a ton of really good pieces, and when we play together, I think we're as good as it gets out there. Obviously for us, we just got to work on closing games, and it's little things down the stretch that hurt us in a couple of these big-time games. But that being said, we're right there. The guys have developed from a skill level standpoint really well. The freshmen are coming along nicely. So we're getting contributions from our bench maybe more than we ever have in the past. So I'm excited about that as well. I honestly, I couldn't be prouder of them because, there's so many times where if you have devastating losses like we had and you just can't bounce back, you can't get them mentally right. But, we lost 2 games in overtime, 2 games by 1 point. And it's been tough, but these guys have come back to compete every time. I mean, you play Babson at home in a game like we played. You play Williams on a neutral floor like that. You play Middlebury up at 3rd place and really have a shot to win the game at the end there. So I think they've been resilient, and I think that speaks to the fact that we have some juniors and seniors in the lineup finally. We got some good leadership. We're growing. We're maturing. I think if we stay healthy, keep our attitudes where they are right now, just keep improving, I think the future is really bright for this group this year. We head to Texas. We're going to Austin right after Christmas to play Concordia, who's a very, very good program again. We'll get to spend some time down there, have a good bonding experience with the team, hopefully enjoy some nice weather, and start getting ready for league play. We're going to get a couple practices in before the game, and then we come home. We have a short turnaround. We have a monster weekend right away with RIT and Vassar, who I think are 2 of the better teams in the league. Very, very talented. So I think going forward, if you ask me where we are right now, I think we're playing great basketball. And I mean that, and I know sometimes you look at the record, it doesn't say it, but if you really dive into it and see who we played and the scores and what happens at the end of those games, I think you would honestly say, okay, this is a team that can compete with anybody in the country, and that's where we want to be going into conference play, and that's why I feel good about it.